Hello, this is Ms. Kolish, and today I'm going to walk you through this short video tutorial on how to access free databases using New Jersey State Library JerseyClicks. From our very own Linden Public Schools homepage, I want you to scroll down, and using the panel on the left, we are going to locate the Linden high school programs, but this is not a high school program. We just want to locate it. It's buried under here. It's New Jersey State Library. Click on that to open, and it will land us into the JerseyClicks page. From here, we're going to scroll over to the right, because of course they had to really hide it on us, and you're going to select the URLs for libraries here. As you can see, there are all these URLs. The one we are going to locate is going to be the geolocation authentication, which allows us to dive right into the database without access to a library card. Students can do this right from home, being that they are New Jersey residents, but I want them to be familiar with using it from our Linden homepage since we use it district-wide. The database we're going to be exploring is Explore Primary Schools, and the primary schools indicates that this is a target audience of kindergarten through 5th grade. I actually find it more useful for 2nd graders to maybe 6th graders. There are many features that you can differentiate your students by Lexile levels and some other features that I will get into. When they come into the page, you can see how colorful it is. There are subject headings. This carousel is designed to pique students' interest, and it changes frequently. So if you need to assign a student something to read and find some informational text material, you can even just send them here and peruse the carousel. Of course, something is always posted to draw some attention. I've never heard of a fire salamander, so I'm going to click on the more, and I can see here that the topic overview just gives me a little soundbite, and if I'm curious, I can open that, and I can see that there is more information. I can also play the audio, which will read back the content to me. There is a drop-down feature of languages if you need it to be translated. So how wonderful is that for your students that are ESL or ELL and they need some a bit of help in comprehension of the words? They can actually hear and see the words highlight upon the recording.
Fire salamander. Full text. According to legend, fire salamanders were first named in...
It is easy to go back by clicking on the Explorer logo, and we're back to the home page. I would like to draw your attention to the top of the screen where there is a new search, curriculum standards, search other databases, and there's also a tab of resources for educators. This is a wonderful tool to use. I will address that in a different tutorial, but right now we just want to help the students use this database to find and conduct some research. You may assign them a subject and they can look under. It's like, for instance, social studies. They are in alphabetical order, and you can see there's a wealth of information that they can go through. Sometimes students just need to see topics in order to become interested and know what they want to learn about. It's one of the problems with using Google is you don't know what you don't know. So they can't put in search words if they don't know what exists. And very often, students will find themselves being very curious by just browsing. But for this particular tutorial, we're going to look up very popular tiger. As you can see, the text is suggestive, and I'm going just to stick with tiger, and I'm going to hit search. And you can see my results are 718. There is a topic overview, which I won't open now, as I showed you before. I can click on more to see. I want to examine my refined results on the left side of the panel here. You can see that full text is selected. That's already there. There are publication dates that I can slide and select. So I'm going to look for something that is more recent. And I'm going to narrow my search down. Went from 700 and such to now 349. You can also see that there are videos. These are all curated and related to the subject matter. So my search was tiger, and there are different videos. There are 159. And what is great about these videos, they also will have transcripts, and the content could be printed out. From this search results, I see this A Tiger's Son, A Tale from China, and I see this HTML full text. I'm going to open that up. I see it's from a magazine, and I see that it is a little short story, and I can read it back. And the word tiger, which was my search word, you can see is emboldened, which would stand out. Once again, my tools on the right, I can print this out, I can save it, I can cite it, and I can look down for the MLA, and there it is. I also want to narrow my results by selecting magazines, and I'm going to use this fabulous tool of selecting my Lexile range. Now, if you're trying to differentiate your lessons, you can pre-select a range to suggest to your students in which they could search. Also, on the articles, you can see that it's listed. That one's 800, which would be about a 4th, 5th grade, perhaps even a little younger student. I'm going to open this PDF full text here, The Gentleman and the Tiger. And you can see that you can read the full article. Going back, let me look at something else. This, you can see here, the subject is tigers. This is from June 2018. It's from Boys Life magazine. Going to open this up, and the Lexile was 770. And you can see there is a variation of information just from perusing the word tiger. This is from Boy Scouts of America, the Boys Life. And if they are so curious, once they're on this site, they can look through the other pages of this magazine. So that is one thing that is absolutely fabulous about using databases and introducing them to students so young. They are able to have the opportunity to flip through and have a curiosity right at their fingertips without pop-up ads and without questionable material. In using my advanced search, I typed in tiger, I used the Boolean and to include cub, and I used not to exclude Tiger Woods. My results came back at 33 results. And I also want to narrow it down some more by my Lexile. So I'm going to be in the range of 700 to 900 range. And now I see that my results are 4. I can certainly narrow it down to this, and here come the cubs. Mother tiger and her 2 cubs. So my advanced search had tiger and cub, and within my range that my Lexile, I have now come to some informational text about tigers and their cubs, their dangers. In adding the subject to my advanced search, I was able to have 18 results returned. In looking through the result list, I see something that catches my attention. I'm going to open this Y, National Geographic Little Kids, and there's a PDF full text. I am going to want to know, why do you think mothers lick their cubs? How cute is that? As you can briefly see, there is a wealth of information in using databases. Please do not hesitate to reach me, and I can help you go through them and show students on how to find the information they are looking for using proper databases.